And your boy that played The Thing, I thought The Thing was cool. He had the look, but there was a lot of times where the CG was very, very blotchy, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, oh, that does not look good. And we're in 2025. That CG should be better than it was when they introduced Thanos. And I think Thanos' CG holds up better than Ben Grimm in this movie. I don't know, there were times where I thought the CG was really bad on Ben Grimm. All right, y'all. So this is an out of the theater reaction to the Fantastic Four, spoiler free. I'm gonna do a full review. I believe I'm gonna be on Perp's channel on Saturday to talk about it, full spoilers, and then on Monday I'm gonna be on damn, I forgot my man channel, but I'm gonna be on another channel as well talking about it. So this is just out of the theater reaction. I didn't have time to really process this movie just walking out. I'm just gonna say off rip, I really dug this movie, man. I think this is what a Fantastic Four movie's supposed to be. It felt like the Fantastic Four, and it had the tone and the feel of not only the comic books, but then the cartoon series. So I did watch the early 60s cartoon, the reruns. I even saw the ones with Herbie the Robot, and then the 90s cartoon, you know. Count to four, Fantastic Four. Y'all remember that one? Reed Richards is elastic. Sue is out of sight. Johnny is the human Johnny is the human torch. The Thing just loves to fight. Count to four. Y'all know the rest. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so it captured the feel and the essence of the Fantastic Four. So yes, I say this is probably the best Fantastic Four movie there is. All right, that's not saying a lot because the rest of those movies were really, the 2005 one has a special place for me, but those movies were very, 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 very mid. But it was entertaining. Kind of dragged a little bit near the middle where it was starting to lose me a little bit, but it's really, you know, simple to the point. Galactus is coming, and Reed Richards has to figure out how to stop him. And that's basically the plot of the movie. You know what I'm saying? And to protect their family, to protect the Earth, you know, are you willing to sacrifice what you love, or do you come up with another master plan as only Reed Richards can? So Galactus is in this movie. That's the main reason I really wanted to watch this, was because I'm a big Galactus fan, you know, from the comics. I think he's like the most menacing presence in the Marvel universe. Now, my gripe with this movie is I felt like Galactus, as large scale as he was, is a bigger threat as he's supposed to be to the MCU. I feel like they really dialed him back a lot, but I guess because they're saving his best for future movies. I don't know. I just feel like Thanos was the perfect example of how you really introduce a big baddie to this universe, where they sprinkle him, they tease him here and there, but then when it comes time to get down, you know, Thanos got down, and then it's like it took a whole nother movie to really defeat. It took like 5 or 6 movies to finally defeat Thanos, you know what I mean? And I feel like Galactus kind of got the Kang treatment, you know what I mean? I think that they kind of did him like King the Conqueror almost, but still in all, I really enjoyed this. I think as far as the Fantastic Four goes, I was very surprised by Pedro Pascal. I thought he did a great job as Reed Richards. Like, that's the Reed Richards that I remember from the comic books. Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm. Girl, I drink your bathwater. She was bad. She was bad in more ways than one. She was bad to look at, and she was a badass. Like, you know, people forget Sue Storm was a badass, right? So she fit. Only one that really didn't fit was Johnny. Like, your boy that plays Johnny, Robert Downey Jr. I don't know, he just, like, he had to grow on me after a while, but I don't know, I wasn't feeling him as Johnny, man. Like, Johnny Storm is the cool one. Like, he's the one that you kind of, like, the dudes wanted to be like and the girls wanted to be with, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like the Han Solo of the Fantastic Four. He's the wild card, he's the rebel, you know, and this guy was kind of like, he was like a low-key dork. You know, he didn't give off cool at all, man. So, yeah, I really wasn't feeling Robbie Downey Jr. as Johnny. And your boy that played The Thing, I thought The Thing was cool. He had the look, but there was a lot of times where the CG was very, very blotchy, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, oh, that does not look good. And we're in 2025. That CG should be better than it was when they introduced Thanos. And I think Thanos' CG holds up better than Ben Grimm in this movie. I don't know, there were times where I thought the CG was really bad on Ben Grimm. But other than that, everything else about this movie, it worked, man. You know, of course, there's 2 post-credit scenes. Only stay for one. Don't even bother staying for that second one. I was disappointed because I knew what the post-credit scene was going to be. I just wanted more out of it. And then it says we won't see them again until Doomsday, which is called like a year or so from now, whatever. But yeah, this was enjoyable. Now, okay, the money question. Who's behind me? The money question. Is it better than Superman? Ain't no police behind me, is it? Okay. Now, the money question, is it better than Superman? I don't know, too soon to tell. I have to watch both of them again. I really did have a good time with both films. I know people be like, don't you dare compare it to Superman. Superman was way better. I don't know. This felt, okay, if I could be honest, if I keep it a buck, I think this felt more like a superhero movie than Superman did. I feel like they did a better job at showing the Fantastic Four as heroes as opposed to Superman. They wanted to really humanize him and say, hey, he's not just a guy or an alien. He's one of us. He's one of the guys. I don't want Superman to be one of the guys. I want him to be fucking Superman. You know what I mean? He's not an underdog. Stop. So I thought the Fantastic Four did a better job at that, at making them heroes, showing them as heroes. But I did really enjoy both films, so it's kind of too soon to tell. But yeah, wrapping this up, y'all, I give this movie I don't know, I would give it a B plus, man. I would give it a B plus. I really did have a good time with this. I enjoyed it, and I like the fact that it really doesn't depend on the other Marvel movies to understand this one. Like, this is straight up Fantastic Four, not no tie-in shit until like that first post-credit scene. But yeah, I give this movie a B plus, man. I enjoyed it. So what did you guys think about the Fantastic Four? Comment freely below. Let me know what you thought. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe, notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.